Well, fine. How do you do, my friends? Thank you for joining me on this special Bayou Gold Guy mail call. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and as you may notice, attired a bit differently today than normal, but that is in connection with this special mail call that we are doing today. So let's jump right into it and see what we've got from some very generous and kind viewers. So here we go at the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana and our #1 mail depot here. And let's see what Mr. Postman has brought us. And I had this one come in first. I was contacted by a viewer who'd seen some of my giveaways and knew what I liked, apparently, where mine fell. So he made up a box for me of something that's, like I said, I'm just, it's very generous. I was just stunned when I got it. First thing you'll see here, you saw these on the video that we did for, this is just after our Friday Gold Nugget sales, Coyote Creek pay dirt, of which, again, I must say thank you to everyone who was on that. That was our most people in the chat room at one time, 50 for that night for the live chat. We had Mike from Gold Nugget Sales, who we got the pay dirt from. We had Mike VENDETTA, and we had Miller from Miller's Prospecting even for a little bit in there. So that's what I was joking, my friend. The channel has come in joined the ranks of real YouTube channels. Whenever you're honored to have three names like that on at one time for the little channel here. So again, I'm very humbled and flattered that they take time to come on and watch the goofy guy out in the backyard doing this. But yeah, so and to thank you to Jericho and Hercules, excuse me, who he has his Friday night regular live stream on and has directed. Give a shout out to the channel when his is wrapping up, and we've had viewers coming over from his channel as well. So thank you so much for that, Jericho. But yes, this came from Mr. Ed Kelly, and viewer and subscriber, and he started out with these, and he sent me 40 of these Let's Go Brandon FJB stickers. And I guess we should there are people that actually don't know what this means. And this goes back to whatever it was, 8 months ago. It was back during NASCAR season, and the crowd was chanting "Fuck Joe Biden" in the background as one of the mainstream Lion media reporters was there trying to do an interview, and literally when everyone could clearly hear, they were saying "Fuck Joe Biden," and her all she could do was say, I think they're saying "Let's Go Brandon," which is the name of one of the drivers there, and so that became the long-running joke of "Let's Go Brandon," and that has become the chant across many venues. Thousands of people in stadiums kick in "Let's Go Brandon" instead of "Fuck Joe Biden," but it's linked together. So again, very cool. Again, just showing how the fake media ignores reality and tries to feed you crap. And then to one up the stickers, he sent me this, which is a very heavy, it's metal, and it's the Let's Go Brandon edition that you would mount on the back of your car to look like, it looks like what you have on the back of your car, for the brand name. So he'd sent me a couple of those. And you can hear they're metal. So again, very cool. He sent me a box full of coins. These are very cool. These are the 2019 Trump coins, which I do have a couple of these of the 2019s and the 2020s. I got a 2019 that I would carry around all the time with me for luck, but a very cool coin. Actually, I think this one's got a crack in it. I dropped one. That's probably the one that I dropped when I was looking at. But those cases are very not good protectors. So he sent me a couple of those, and then he sent me 15 of the 2020. Very cool. I do not have any of these. The 2020 Trump coin And again, with the red, white, and blue shield and the gold eagle. And I just thought it was really fitting to do this now. And this week we just had every alphabet news network across the country in prime time, every one of them showing the same kangaroo court bullshit they're calling a hearing, when it's just the libtards, trying to deflect you from gas prices and food, but they want to talk about, a peaceful demonstration that was, infiltrated by BLM Antifa terrorists on January 6th, and they're calling it insurrection, rather than talking about 250 days of these libtards burning down cities and murdering people in 2020. But again, that wasn't covered because they don't want to talk about that. They want to distract you from the disaster that is the Joe Biden administration in this country. So, I mean, just disgusting. And I don't think anybody that I've talked to or even seen have watched it, because they knew this is basically a third impeachment trial for Trump, though. It's just the absurdity of it. And we all know that everything that comes out of their mouth is fabrication and lies. So no one's even giving them time anymore. So that is what we got from Mr. Ed Kelly, and I cannot thank him enough for that. And I'm going to be fixing him up something very special. I'm just not sure what he's got or doesn't have from my collection that I could supplement his. And then the next one we got here, this is something from a longtime viewer, and somebody who's become a pretty good friend and a fixture on the live chat premieres, from MrMinix. And he sent me this, and he told me about it over a month ago, and we've been looking for it in the mail. It looks like it was lost forever. He was really, he was bummed, and I didn't know what was in here, so I was bummed because I was really curious about it. And turns out the postmark on this envelope is May 25th. I received it on, I think it was June 9th was the date it came in. So yeah, ridiculously long, but it did arrive. And once I opened it up, I found out why we were worrying about these coming in, because he sent me something that is, like I said, I've always said I'm not a coin guy, except for my Trump coins that I've gotten over since that started. But this is something I have never seen or had, and these are the American Prospector coins from 2012. And if you can pick up on this, I'll put in some. I'll try to insert some zoomed in pictures. But the miner is actually holding a pan. There is actually gold in his pan, and I commented back to him saying, it looks like that's so cool. It looks like real gold in that pan, and he said it is. He put it in there. He did that himself. Set the gold. I haven't even taken these out or touched them, because each one is 1 gram of pure silver. You can see right there, 0.999 rising sun, 999 fine silver, 1 gram. I've never had anything like this. And then the fact that he actually did this himself, and let's see if we can get a better shot of that out here to see, even with this. Get my big fingers out of the way. Again, I think we already had a pretty good shot of that side of it. And then I always see people holding those coins with the white gloves. I'd never be able to keep a hold of it with that. But there is our miner, and you can see I was trying to look in with my loop to see how he had done that, if it was melted on there, or if it was, it's not just a flake of gold on there. It's, like I said, it's very cool. And he said he had done a bunch of these, and he gave them all away, except for one that he's held on to. And he sent me 6 of them. And he was trying to, when we thought they had been lost, he was trying to get some more to do it with, and was not able to. So that's why he was really kind of fretting that these were lost. But yes, they turned up, kind of renewed my faith in our post office down here a little bit. But just the fact that's real artistry, in my opinion, to work with something that fine. I mean, this is about half the size of a dime. I don't know. Hold on. There's for comparison. So I mean, maybe not half the size, but yeah, you can see. I mean, it's a small coin to work with, and to have that kind of detail, and that so. He said, you can give them away, you can keep them, whatever, you know, whatever you like to do with them. And like I told him, you know, I've never had anything like this. I'll definitely be giving away a couple of these away as a special giveaway in the future, but I will be keeping probably the majority of these because, like I told him, this is a gift to me, and something that's that personal. I will treasure these. So I will, like I said, y'all will be having a chance to get a couple of these though. Damn thing, and same thing. We're going to be. I will be on the next week's video, which is actually the June 17th. Friday, June 17th video, which happens to fall on my birthday. And last year we had done the high grader where I got my first big nugget. It was over 7/10. For me, that was a big nugget of the 22 karat beautiful stuff from Mike at Gold Nugget Sales. I really couldn't afford to get what I wanted to this year with the high grader at this time. So we go with something different that's going to be premiering on next Friday's a special goal that I think everybody's gonna be interested to see. But yeah, this like I said, I'm not really a birthday person. It's never really mattered to me once I turned 21. But it turns out that this is my Bedentine birthday, they call it, where your age matches the year you were born. So it's a unique mathematical occurrence in birthdays, and I was born in 61, and yes, I turned 61 this year, so it's a match, and always falls on even years because it's just double basically. But it, according to Wikipedia, it's something to be celebrated. When the higher up the number is, the fewer of us that make it there. So like I said, I consider this a win, a win birthday to get to this milestone. And then after that, it's not going to matter to me till I hit the 100 for Halley's Comet. But in the meantime, we will be doing a giveaway. Of course, we're going to have some special gold that'll be given away on that episode. We'll be giving away a multiple live chat giveaway where it'll be a guess the number, but the first 2 or 3 people that hit the number down the line will all win. To just to jazz it up a little bit than our normal, and sure there'll be some other festivities thrown in, and to celebrate the milestone of still being alive at this age, considering my my partying history. So I like a lot of you guys will get, let's party. I'm going to make it till 20. We're going to live past 20 anyway. Let's party. We're going to live past 30 anyway. Then you start getting close to 40. It's like, well, damn, maybe you ought to start taking care of myself because we've already outlived our previous expectations. So yeah, that's that's the way it rolls. But like I said, fortunately for me, I still feel very good, and y'all see the kind of work I do. So I'm just very grateful that I can still do what I do. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward. Like I said, it's something I just think is interesting, and we'll even talk about a little more of how it came up with that. It's an interesting mathematical. It's even called a Bedentine theorem that equates how many people have these birthdays each year and what level, on and on. So a lot more mathematics in it than I ever, like I said, I never knew it existed anyway till this one. So, all right, enough of that chattering. Now let's move on to, there's something else we need to take care of while we got this video rolling, because just a little mail call here. So just a moment and we'll move on to part 2. All right, well, if you've caught any of the past videos leading up to this one, you've seen we've sampled a few of the peppers off the variety I have this year. I've been disappointed so far with these. We're gonna pick one of the cayennes, nice bright red one. It's been aging on the plant for a while, so that one should be good. And then we're gonna move over to our habaneros, which is a plant full of them, but we don't have 2. We got one over here that's turning pretty orange. We will go ahead and take him off, because we're going to compare. And like I said, that's a pretty one there. Although mine keep getting these spots coming out on them. I need to go online and see why I keep getting these bad spots on so many of my powders. And then what we have over here, something we haven't really looked at. I do have my Thai chilies, these little ornamental peppers, and if you dig down in there into the center, the first ripe ones are ready. So we're gonna put one of those little guys and check him out. And then, yeah, you gotta approach cautiously. Yeah, that's the bad boy right there. Oh, he didn't want to break either. There we go. Look at that jewel. Well, it helps if I zoom out to see that jewel, huh? Where's my camera? There he is, out here in the sun. And it is hot out here. My camera's already overheated once getting these picked. So, and if y'all saw the shirt I was wearing, I was wearing it for the flag. It is not for comfort. That's for you, the viewer. Support of the I got our representing with the flag on this one. So all right, well there we have our 4 peppers, and we are going to take these inside, and we're going to go through them one at a time and see if we got some bite on these. Well, I guess it is time. I've got my bag of fire extinguisher here, the brown sugar, in case that is called for. But I think one of the first things you need to do, make sure you have when you're preparing to do hot peppers like this, is to get you a nice cold Corona and a big hunk of lime, and you squeeze the top of that thing and you get it all pinched down. That's a big one too. I got a big chunk in this one. I like a lot of lime. Get it squeezed in there, pump that stuff in there good. And then you want to turn it up and mix it well. That's worth getting the peppers just by itself right there. So, safety first. Remember, be safe.
Oh, what am I gonna do? Hey you, stop being so unsafe. Smitty, safe enough. Oh my.
Y'all probably get tired of seeing that, but I just love that. I've always loved that line, that clip. So, all right, well, we're going to start with our little Thai chili. It's very tangy. It's pretty spicy. Got a lot of seed in that one. So we got to give it a minute to. That's. Damn, that's already hotter than the, that's already hotter than the cayenne was. I got my beer here, but we don't drink when we do the hot pepper test. We gotta give them a chance to fulfill their purpose there. And that little dude's got some bite. I don't remember him. That's the same plant I had from last year. I don't remember having that lip burn and tongue burn. That's I can see that I'm going to be pausing this in between to let each one pass, so it's fair to gauge them, because I'm all. that's I mean, it's not excessive, but it does. It's up to what you'd expect minimum from a cayenne, and my cayennes have had none of that. So that's that little dude is going to be nice for throwing in, like you do a little stir fry, or whenever I do my shrimp, because I'm going to have 100 of them. Just chop some up and throw those in there, and those will add some nice heat to my boiled shrimp. Ugh. All right, it's passing now. It's kind of getting on through. So I think we're going to be good on that one. It's that's it. It reaches an intensity, and peppers reach an intensity with the capsaicin, depending on the content of them for the heat. And once you reach a point where it's like burning the most, then it goes to a half-life where it drops. It drops off a lot quicker. But as it builds up to that highest intensity, it can get. No, I was gonna say I'm starting to get a little runny nose, but not yet. So we're gonna go ahead and have it's pretty much passed. Still got a little scorch, but that was a very impressive little pepper. I'm very happy with those. So all right. Well, we'll see if what should have been the second hottest there, but compared to that one, our cayenne, which again, that's a nice Nice mean looking cayenne there. Perfect pepper, perfect red. Very, very good flavor. Very good taste on that pepper. Nice cayenne flavor. But it's like eating a bell pepper. No, just no fire at all. I don't understand this. I got this one, I got that one, and the habanero from Home Depot. I was like, man, I already made the joke. Like, what are they making fucking woke peppers now so they don't offend your taste buds by being too hot? Oh, those peppers are too hot, man. You gotta calm them down. So, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't be hot, but no, there's no heat on that cayenne at all. A little bit of heat still remains from the first one. And then we've got our big habaneros, which these are little pumpkin, look like little pumpkins. And first time I ever had one of these, my buddy came in from the neighbors growing them and said, "Here, man," I was already growing my cayennes. He said, "Here, man, try one of these peppers. These are so cool, or so good." And he's like, I'm like, "Well, are they real hot?" "Oh no, I'd never heard of them." He's like, "Oh, they're like a banana pepper, or one of the green peppers that have no heat." So he gives it to me. I take a big bite off the end of it, and man, I was on fire. I mean, it was the hottest thing I'd ever had in my mouth. And I got to where I would cut them in half because he gave me a bunch of them, and I would rub them. Just cut them in half and rub the juice on the meat of my, like when I do a rack of ribs or something, and rub that in on the meat, and then I'd use my sweet tangy barbecue sauce I make up, and you would have that multiple layer of the sweet that you initially get, and then as you chew that meat, you'd start getting the burn from that habanero, and it made for a really good combination and flavor profiles that were in the meat. So I picked two of them. This is one I picked yesterday. That was, again, it had the bad spot on it too, and it's a little more oranger. So we're gonna try it and see if it is. And like I said, y'all saw we tried one of these before, and it was a little heat to it, but not what it should have been. So we'll see if they've increased a little here. Again, nice, the habanero flavor. Instantly, you can taste that very well. Hollow, mostly hollow pepper with little seeds in it, very puffy, round, pretty pepper. And we did have a little heat off the first one. If you recall, it kind of built up a little bit. I'm going to rinse my hands off here right now because I got a lot of pepper juice on my fingers already. And I have done that. And, yeah, it's not good when you get that in your eyes. But, again, I've got a little bit of burn in the back of the throat going. Getting the heat. But, we'll just have to see if it goes up a little more. Got a little bit of runny nose going off of this one. And it is picking up a little bit in the back behind the tongue. But, again, still, a real habanero, I should have tears running down my face right now. I mean, my mouth is burning. And that's what I'm wondering. I'm not sure because I've eaten so much ghost pepper sauces and eat ghost peppers, and you can hear it. It's still building in intensity. We have not reached maximum burn yet. So, it is picking up a little bit from what it was the first one I had from probably about a week ago off the plant. Yeah, it's no tears, but I am getting a bit of a runny nose off of that one. So we've achieved some. It's hotter than the first one, the little ornamental pepper too, and it's still burning up. Going up in heat intensity. So the cayennes usually have range around 100,000 to 100,000 plus up to in capsaicin, which is a Tabasco, like your Tabasco sauce. That I think that's rates at like a 30 on the capsaicin scale, something like that. I'll check and see and put a in the comment or in the. That's you try to keep your senses about it as a burn. It's reaching maximum peak burn right now, but yeah, like 30 is what you would have on Tabasco sauce, your mild hot sauces, and so yeah, when you start talking into the 100,000s, you're talking many times over what you get from Tabasco, and then the Carolina ghost peppers go up to the 100, 150,000. Up to a mil, I mean not 150, up to 1 million capsaicin levels on those because they are a second hottest pepper. Then you get to these Reaper peppers, and these top out at over 2 to 2.5 million Scoville units. So these are the variety of the hottest peppers in the world. And so yeah, all right. So that's passing now. We're back to standard, pretty much. We'll have a little refreshing cheers, my friends. So, all right, now the finale. All right, well, I took about 10 minutes there, let that other one die off, had a little safety meeting, and we're all square now. And but I was going to show you this. If you like habaneros, this right here is a commercial sauce. You can get this at Walmart, and this is from you recognize the chain there. Whatever it is, Hot Wings, the Buffalo Hot Wings there. But at any rate, this is one of their sauces, but it is the mango habanero. And for a commercial sauce, you can get this at Walmart. You may have to check different Walmarts, or you can order it online and get it at Walmart. But mine sell them at one of the Walmarts here. You can buy them, but this is one of the hottest sauces I've ever had that you could buy commercially, just like a plain that seems to be just a regular innocuous sauce. It's got the sweetness of the mango, and then a real habanero burn that you can really taste and get a little heat out of. This, on the other hand, is Dave's ghost pepper, Dave's Gourmet. This you have to pretty much. I bought the last bottle that they sold in the grocery store here. This was $8 for this bottle. This stuff here is like $3. Really a good price for this stuff, and I use it on my hot wings all the time. Very good. This was over $8, but I would put in 2 or 3 drops of this in with like my Frank's Red Hot or something when I'm making up wings, unless I wanted something that was just going to put my mouth on fire the whole dinner, because this is the hottest sauce I'd ever bought in a grocery store or period anywhere. I haven't gotten anything hotter than this. So if you can call it up online, and it does come up. I think you can buy them you might have to buy in a pack. I'm not sure if they sell them. I forget, but yeah, you can find this if you want it. If you want something hot, I would recommend you this and be careful when you open that lid. I did that before and wiped my eye, and oh my God, I'm blind. So, all right, we're now at the point, and we are using, this is it, Ed's. That's right, Ed's Smoking Hot Carolina Reaper. That's what was in the pot. This plant was $13 for a pepper plant. The habanero one was $8, and the cayenne was like $3. So they go up in price depending on how fancy you want to get. So with that being said, let's you can see, I mean, it's a crinkly little just a mean looking pepper on the plant. It's got a lot of wrinkles to it. So let's we're gonna get a big bite off the corner there and take a chunk out, and hopefully it won't. They say to be careful with these peppers because they can actually burn your skin, burn the linings of your mouth because of the acid content. The capsaicin content is so high. So here we go. It doesn't have a particularly strong flavor to it. Kind of just a peppery, general peppery taste. I'm tentative. Chewing it up real good. Get that all swished around in the mouth. this may be like my other ones where the first one's coming off. You know, they have to mature. It says 75 to 90 days to reach maturity. And this one's been going for about 60 days, I guess, that I've been growing it. So the first peppers may not be... It's a creeper. It's one of those creepers. I'm starting to get that deep burn there. Really burning back in the jowls. Yeah, that one's this one's really burning the throat. It hurts. it hurt. This one hurts. And it's still building. Good Lord. Whew, it's still building. Anyway, I take a breath. Yeah, I've got the tears starting to go now. This. Well, I said I was looking for one that's going to hurt me. This one's getting there. Oh, yeah, can you see the tears are flowing? Ooh, and it is still rising. Hottest pepper in the world. We're dealing with a capsaicin level. We were down here. This one's up here, and tears are just flowing. I don't know if y'all can see that on the screen, but woo, yeah. Oh, it's I'm tempted to wanna. I'd like to try hit it with some of that brown sugar right now and see if it can extinguish this. Because, whoo! Oh man! Well, John, our prospecting brother, I'm going to be sending you one of these, and we'll see how you like it. I think it's the deep burn here in the back, this part of your throat, way down here. That's the worst. The back of the tongue, not the tip, the mouth, the lips. It's all in the back. I think I chewed it too long. I really worked it in there. Woo! All right, well, we have a new leader on the leaderboard there for peppers. That Carolina Reaper. That's the thing when you're doing these. You know you're alive when you've got a pepper like that setting your body, your mouth, and your head on fire. It's not sadomasochism. It's going for the gusto. So, all right. Well, I think we're starting to taper off now. We've hit the peak, but the tongue is still on fire. So we made it through the thing. It's like I said, it'll go to half-lives now. Every couple of minutes. I say that, and the backsides of my tongue are flaring up again. It's like the more saliva you get, the more it spreads it around what's left in there. So let's go ahead and see, for experimentation's sake, if a spoonful of do I look as red on there as I feel it looks like on this camera? If a spoonful of brown sugar will extinguish this. It's amazing. It's already half, maybe down to a third of what the burn was. Off of that one, you can see I still got the tears coming, but yeah, off of that one. See, the second one will quench the rest. Lordy. Well, you say, "Boy, you go, guy! You finally found a hot pepper." So, yeah, if you'd done this and you said, "I gotta stop this. I gotta stop this," take a big spoonful of brown sugar, hold it in your mouth, and I don't know whether it's the net neutralizing the taste receptors, the heat receptors in your tongue. My whole tongue's kind of still numb, literally. It feels swollen, but the burn, the terrible burn was extinguished. Now it's back down to like the level of what the Habanero was. So, all right, my friends. I think, like I said, that little jewel is something to be respected. And it almost gives you it gives you a rush. It really literally gives you a high when you got that, because it just sets your system on fire so much, and your body's responding to something that it's just not used to like that with that intensity. And it does give you I guess maybe like those runner's high where you put yourself through so much so much pain and you kind of get that second wind. I don't know if it's exactly equates to that, but yeah, you like I said, you know you're alive when you got one of these babies in you. So, all right, well, thank y'all for sticking with me on that one. At least somebody, well, no, I was going to say at least somebody would have known to call 911 when they saw me collapsing this, but I guess it wouldn't have been posted. You would have heard about it post-mortem. But, all right. Well, I think we may check them out at the end of later on in the growing season and see if it's gotten hotter, but I'll be implementing these into the menu and not eating them straight off the vine on those, I can tell you. So, whew. All right, and to wrap this one up, I've got to say thank you again to everyone who's been supporting the channel all this time and made doing this possible and so much fun for me. And I want to say congratulations to Charlie at AU Guys, who just broke his 1,000 subscriber mark, and congratulations to him. He's gotten apparently a pretty good surge on his channel and views here recently that has kicked him up. So congratulations to that. I'd like to say I talk to him all the time, and I feel bad because I forget. We talk in the chat, but my partner, John R. Prospecting up there in Chicago, that's my John R. Prospecting. I have him on my keychain, my favorite keychain there. We're trying to get him to 400. And his channel stalled out a bit for what it was doing. He's down in the 340s still. So if we could, show John some love. If you're seeing this, John R. Prospecting. He does some great videos. He's a really great guy, and he's got a variety on his channel. He covers some really cool pay dirts too. Makes up some. You can get a hold of him to get. He makes some very, very nice bags of pay dirt for sale, and beautiful stuff. And but I get stuff from people all the time. I try to get everybody sent back something, and I've gotten a little bit behind on a couple people. I'm still going to take care of you. Jim and Jeff, our buddy on YouTube, and well known throughout the comments. He's been responsible for a lot of the pay dirts that have been developed by, or some of the pay dirts that have been developed by Gold Nugget Sales, Mike there, Dave at Gold Bay, Mike Vendetta. His suggestions and recommendations have helped all of us get better pay dirts from these companies, because the man really knows his stuff and is very well respected in the community as well as in the business side of it. So he sent me, if y'all recall, he sent me a bag of his stuff in a mail order. Y'all actually still get some of his. One of the things he sent me was a bunch of rocks, a bunch of his polished stuff, a bunch of material, even like I said, some of that cool, he called it kryptonite, that galenia, the lead. I've started putting some of that in some of my pay dirts. It really you get some of the flakes of that stuff in there. It makes it tough too and looks cool. But he sent me that bag of over a gram, and I'll show a picture of that nugget. If y'all recall, it looks almost like a crown with the holes in it. One of the coolest nuggets I have. And I've been wanting to send him back. I really just wasn't sure what I could send him because he does everything. And I'm going to show you right now on this. I'll insert these here. He's been doing gold refining, buying scrap gold, refining it down, getting it down to the concentrated powder, and then forging it into gold bars. And he completed his first gold bar, 30 grams, 0.999 gold purity, and he already told me I was fine. I hope he didn't mind if I got too many details of it, but I think it's pretty cool. He had $1,200 approximately invested in this first round between getting all of his equipment, his beakers, his rods, his glass, his burners, all that, plus all the scrap gold that he'd been buying through auction and through the different sources. So for $1,200, he ended up with almost an ounce of gold, which, again, that ROI is unheard of. That equates to the richest vein any prospector could ever find out in nature. And so yeah, this is the finished bar, just beautiful, polished. And he sent me. He said he watches Sree Tips, SREETIPS, a great channel he's always refining stuff down, making his silver. A great instructional video if you want to get into that. And Mike Vendetta, he said, has been instrumental in his knowledge because we've seen Mike work in his forge and how the stuff that he does, which is incredible. And I was looking for it's here somewhere, but at any rate, my Vendetta round I always have out here, but it's maybe in a box. But at any rate, so yeah, so Jammin' Jeff is, like I said, he has been instrumental in helping me since I started my channel and walking me through this stuff. He's like I said, he's a great watchdog in the gold community for the companies, and we'll let you know about the companies that are not reputable and you don't want to deal with. And that helped me when I'm buying my stuff, because I know my nose is still running. Excuse me. I knew what I was getting into, and when I buy bad stuff, to show you guys what not to buy. Like I said, we do this so you, the viewer, doesn't have to. So, but at any rate, this is the man who orders black sand, fine gold, and then when it arrives, adds more black sand in it to make it more difficult. So I'm thinking, well, what could we do here? What could I do? Well, if y'all remember, I just went through my KINKYs again and still was not able to recover any more than another few 0.0 of my missing over 0.15, almost 2.20 grams of gold that's still in this suspended. I've got my this is the gold that I have recovered out of it from the first time I did it on video. The bottle that took me, 3 days to get this 0.85 tenths of this fine, that looks like no gold you've seen before. And then another 12 hours when I did it the second round, and I ended up getting that little amount that's largely black sand. That's why I did not combine it with my other gold, and I can't do anything with this. I can't put it in pay dirt. If I did, it would just be lost. You're not going to recover this. It wouldn't be enough to, like I said, out of a gram, I got that much. And a lot of people, and that's just all there was working for it. If you don't know, if you're looking for this stuff and you're not specifically wanting this to go through, it's pointless. But when you're refining gold and buying scrap, I'm thinking Jeff could get the rest of this out of here and actually do something with it. Mix it in with his scrap and actually add some weight, another gram of pure gold weight to his his process. So what we're gonna do, I hope this isn't like giving somebody used clothes. You see, just opening the lid, you can see that dust pouring out of there because it's trapped in the lid. You got to open this stuff over something or else you lose it. But yeah, that's how I know what my stuff is. All my vials are marked inside. That's 9 finger NF. I mean 9F. That I always have my little inside. So we see right there that amounts to 0 on the scale. That was what I kept asking. I was doing this. How much of nothing adds up to something, you know? Well, now as you recall, when I did this the first time, it showed up as 0.85 that I'd recovered out of this. So either it's not like I've opened this up since I've done it, so I do not know why. Let's make sure that if it's still showing up at. Oh man, these scales are so juky. Okay, yeah, on the edge where I had it, it measured that. When you set it on the edge of the lip there, it tends to be 0 out properly. So I think I was using this scale when I did it the first time. I might have, oh damn it, I forgot now. I've got, oh, dingus. All right, let's see here. We're gonna no, that peels off. Damn it. All right, here. Just so we want to be, I just want to know what I actually was doing there. All right, there's that. It should be zeroed out. Let's add it back in here and see, and it's not sticking to the paper, not sticking to your finger. 0.79 now. Still not even up to 8, but then we'll dump in the rest of what we had off of the last round. Now that brings us up to 0.85, and that was like 0.00 nothing. So, but all right. Well, at any rate, there is 0.85 of a gram. We know is out of there, and there should be another. Creed puts in at 9 Finger Mining puts in over 1/10 of a gram over on this stuff. I think is what he'd said, just to make sure you've got. Because it's so hard to recover. So we're going to add this back to our bottle. And you can see we're a little short there. So considering who we're sending this to, we've got us a nice full vial here of my pure black sand that we are going to go ahead, just because we want it to make sure he's got enough material, and got to be challenging for him. So yeah, remember, this is the man that did multiple bags of the double black diamond with the platinum from Gold Nugget sales. So now we'll take that and we'll just go ahead and give that a good shake up. You can see there's a little bit of black sand still caught in the thing there, but I think that should disperse that back out pretty good. And between shipping and him dumping this stuff out, I think, because, yeah, I'm sure he'll dump it out a little bit at a time, so we don't want it all concentrated at the top. But, so there you go. That's on the way to Jammin' Jeff. Like I said, I hope sloppy seconds isn't offensive. It's used gold. But like I said, I think you can do something with it, brother, and I'm hoping that you can benefit from it. And he said he had never done this before. So if you're interested, 9 Finger Mining, you can get this for $90, 1 gram guarantee. I believe that was $90 shipping included. And yeah, I said it's something everybody, if you're really inexperienced or want a challenge for your panning, this is something everybody's got. He also has it in the half-gram vials too, but you saw out of a gram how hard it was to get. I mean, a half-gram, I don't know what you'd end up with. I think it's easier to have more. I don't know, but thank you so much, Jeff. Like I said, I appreciate that and all you've done for the channel. And like I said, I felt bad about having this sitting around, and gold unfound is useless gold. So, like I said, I think it'll be interesting to see what he can do with this, with his expertise, and hopefully, like I said, when he gets something out of it, he will be able to make it in. Well, next time we see anything out of this, it'll be a picture of another one of his gold bars. So thank you again, brother. And it's gone a little long on this mail call. So again, big giveaways next week on the June 17th episode, Friday night regular show. Some gold, some of our cool stuff here. No dimes yet, but yeah, or no coins yet from MrMinix. You have to wait. Those will be a special occasion. But this stuff, I said, this is just very generous. Thank him so much. And like I said, we'll be giving away some of this, some stickers, and probably 3 winners on the guess the number for that. So please tune in and subscribe. We're pushing that 500 by the 4th of July, and we're getting there. I think we're going to do I'm going to be announcing a giveaway, a guess the weight giveaway for a nice bottle, couple of bottles for a subscriber drive here on that. I'm still half choked up from that pepper, man. That thing was no burn, but it keeps getting the irritation from it. So the funny thing is, my stomach, people ask about that. It's like, no, man, I have no indigestion. This stuff doesn't bother my stomach at all in these peppers. But I drink one little glass of orange juice, and my stomach's on fire for half the day. I do not know what it is. I can drink lemonade by the ton. Only orange juice, citric acid does that, messes up my stomach. I never touch it. But yeah, peppers, y'all just saw me chomping down on a bunch of them, and I'm not it's just another day for that. So, all right. Now, I guess, they got their trash out of here. That being said, thank you all so much again, and I appreciate you being here for this one. And like I said, I look forward to, if you're wanting to, again, these are for true patriots. I don't give these things away for lightly, and I don't give them away to people that aren't going to appreciate them. So I expect if you're putting in something in there, that you are going to be respectful of what you're getting here, and that people are sharing with you. And like I said, I'm just very honored and grateful that I have viewers that think that much of me to send me stuff like this just because they like the channel and enjoy what they see. And like I said, that's the greatest compliment. You forget subs and things like that. As far as the greatest compliment is having people that just are that generous with you because they appreciate your stuff. And like I said, these days it's kind of a rarity in our society. We're the people in this community are like I said, are very, very generous and concerned, and like I said, not very, very good people. And I'm very proud to be a part of it now. And I guess that will do it. Thank you so much once again. And I hope to see you Friday. And if you're watching this after the dates on down the road, please check out and subscribe to Bayou Gold Guide channel and get in on some more of these giveaways, because we give away quite a bit of stuff on this channel, I've come to realize. So, and it's just because it's just a way to say thank you for everybody that's willing to put their time in. I mean, time's the most precious commodity we have, most of us these days. And every time someone's willing to put their time in. And another thing, like I said, I just thank you so much to Mike at Gold Nugget Sales, Mike Vendetta, Miller Prospecting, and all the viewers that show up there, and they enjoy having these guys on there too. How cool is it to be on the channel with the guy that we were all buying PAYDIRT from? Our Coyote Creek dirt that everyone just loves and going bonkers over. And I spoke to Mike. He's gonna have enough. I'm gonna get a couple more 3 gram bags of that stuff, just because I enjoyed it so much. And same thing with Mike Vendetta. Mike Vendetta week, Vendetta Prospecting. Vendetta week is coming up June 19th through the 26th. And if you would like to participate, all you have to do is get an order in of Vendetta PAYDIRT. Put you a little video up on YouTube. All you have to do is just record it on your camera. Doesn't have to be long, and you don't have to have an editing program. Just record it, pause it whenever you want to stop, show some more. download it straight to YouTube, and it'll go up, and then you'll like I say, we just like to have that week as many people as we can showing support for Mike Vendetta after the magnetic gold bullshit that he was dragged into by no fault of his own, or nothing that he was responsible for doing at all, but had his name and reputation besmirched, in my opinion, because I guarantee you there's people that saw Klesh's video that are not buying gold from Vendetta because of what what Klesh put in their heads, that you may be getting some of that fake gold from out there, and I don't know that guy, you can't vouch for that guy, screw that, we can vouch for him 100%. So all right, get off the soapbox, Bayou. Thank y'all so much, and see you next time. And I've got my little helper here when I'm doing my editing. It's when she likes to come up and get in the way, don't you? Don't you, Angel? This is the little one that showed up 2 weeks to the day after my little Schrodinger had passed away as a little kitten out there, after I'd never had a kitten out here, and she arrived right whatever, and has been the most loving. I don't have any of them that wants to come and be hugged and kissed, and literally she just loves it. So yeah, this is my little sweetheart, my only little girl, and the other boys, she runs the house. She's the smallest, and she runs the show here. So yeah, don't you, my baby? Doesn't talk. She's quiet too. She rarely makes any sounds, but she's a sweetheart. All right, let's get back to work.